Hey guys, so I got some touch-up paint from this ReadyCarPaints.com company, and we're gonna try it out on my Honda Element. This is Shoreline Mist color, and we're gonna see how well it matches my factory paint. So let's give it a shot. Alright, so let's take a look at what comes in the bag. It comes in this manila envelope, and this is by Ready Car Paints. Okay, business card. Thank you for your purchase and some instructions. Wash the vehicle before application. Thoroughly shake touch-up jar. Mix paint with a toothpick. Dab it. And apply multiple coats as you want. Alright, do not apply too much paint. We'll give it a shot. Okay, it comes with this cloth and some dabbing tools. And here is the touch-up paint right here, ReadyCarPaints.com. So we're going to give this a shot, see how well it matches. All right, so the main two things we're going to try it on is this scratch right here. And in addition to that, up on the top here, I have some repair that I did with epoxy to fill up some rusting and holes that happened. And you can see what it used to look like. So now I did the epoxy and the seal ready. Now I need to do the touch-up paint. All right, so we'll start up here, and there's some rust spots up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use some super fine grit sandpaper just to get rid of that rust part. And yes, this part is not pretty to begin with, so it's gonna be okay. It's not like the other spot where I needed to, I'm not gonna sand the other spot. Okay, just a little bit, just to get rid of the rust, and now we'll clean it and apply the paint. So I don't want to wash my whole car, so I'm just gonna use some alcohol and just to clean the part I need. So the paint here is all damaged and stuff, so you could see why I didn't hesitate to sand a little bit of that rust off. Okay, so now that it's all cleaned off, what I'm going to do is apply the paint. I've been shaking this for a while, so you got to make sure it's mixed really well. And when you think you got it mixed well enough, maybe shake it a few more times. Okay, so the kit comes with these applicators, which I think is pretty cool. Kind of hard for me to dab. But for the smaller spots, I'll dab it. Okay, we'll just let that dry up and then put on another coat. Now, we could do the scratch. Okay, so here, same thing. I'm going to clean it with alcohol, just the spot, because I'm too lazy to wash my whole car. Alcohol dries up pretty fast, so that's why it works good. Shake it good again. In this scenario, it actually works much better than having to paint the whole area, just dabbing. All right. All right. So that's the way it looks. You can see that inside the lines, the color actually is beginning to match really well. Of course, there's nothing I can do about the scrape lines. Um, but we'll see after it dries up, we'll maybe be able to buff it out. So I found a couple more spots, some rust there, some rust here. So I'm going to dab on some paint on there too, just to stop the rusting. You know what I'm going to try here is I'm going to try a Q-tip. All right, there it is. Cover up some of that little rust. We'll come back to take a look at that too. All right, one last spot. All right, so I'm going to come back up here and do another coat. And I'm going to use the Q-tip because it's such a large area. It's not just a little scratch or anything like that. Some of this lighter area where it's just been sanded down or something, I'm just going to kind of rub a little bit of color into the rough surface. Well, we'll see how it turns out. Right, so that's after the second coat. So it's actually drying pretty fast. I could probably put on a third coat right now. And keep in mind, this is not a video about my skills or how to do this, but more the color matching. So let me touch it up again and then we'll let it all dry up to see how well the color matches. Wow, clearly my skills and technique for this process sucks. Uh, yeah, you can't really dab such a large area. It just doesn't work. You would have to kind of spray paint this, but I didn't want to do it, and I didn't want to bother going buy another spray bottle. But looking at the scratch, you could see the color match is actually pretty good. There's a deep gouge, but just look at the color itself. The color inside the gouge, I think looks pretty good. So if I want to do a better job, I'd have to flatten out this gouge somehow and buff it out, but I don't. So let's look at some of those rust spots that I covered up, and I didn't do any sanding or anything like that. And of course, I didn't dust around the other parts either, but I think the color match itself is pretty good. And again, this is a video more about the color match to see if it looks good or not my job of fixing things up. Here's that rust part in the front again, and you could see the color itself. Again, the color itself is good. The color matches pretty well, so I'm happy with that.